Chill, it's the weekend. It's your boy Crypto Million back with another one. We are experiencing a little bit of downside pressure on Labor Day weekend. Now, this is normal, right? You can see here normal business on September. Normally, September is a bearish month for crypto, so we're going to be giving an update what to expect for September and going into Q4. So make sure you like the video. This video is going to have a little bit of information on when I expect altcoin season and the next leg up to happen. So I also want to know you guys' opinions. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to take advantage of this volatility in the market through leverage trading, longing and shorting the market, be sure to check out my Margex link. Link will be in the description. Also, do your research. Make sure you know what you're doing. And this is not financial advice. All right, so let's get into this market here because I believe that this is an opportunity, right? And I'm going to show you a few metrics over time that show when QE starts to happen, we start to manifest those crypto movements that we want to see, right? Everybody wants to see green bubbles. Everybody wants to see movements to the upside, which is fine, right? So this is the top 100 guys. You can see BTC is sitting at 57K, and normally September is a bearish month for crypto, as you can see from the last 6 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, should I say? 6 out of the last 7 years have been red Septembers, right? So we are starting off in the red for September. August also closed out in the red. So we need to understand and we need to properly prepare for October, November, and December, which I believe will be explosive. More so November and December going into Q1 2025. I think because we are getting our first Fed cut, we'll see a little bit of downside first, and then we'll start to see as the global liquidity and stuff like that, the M2 charts start to rise. We'll start to see Bitcoin put in its next leg up, and then maybe a few months down the line, we'll start to see that blow off top from altcoins. All right, so let's get into it. First and foremost, I want to take a look at this global liquidity chart, and it coincides with the Fed cut. So you can see, guys, that we did get our first Fed cut right there in 2019 going into 2020, which coincides with the Bitcoin chart here. So I was playing around with these charts, and you could see here that we did get our Fed cut here. The market didn't really start responding to the Fed cuts until 274 days after the first Fed cut. So to put that into perspective, if we utilize that information that we have here, that would put us around June 2025. So anywhere between Q4 in June 2025, we should be seeing either the top of Bitcoin or closing in on that last phase. So it's safe to say, in my opinion, right, because the Fed cuts are normally bearish first, that we will have a window. I don't know exactly when that window will be. I want to make that very, very clear. But I'm preparing now, utilizing a month of September that is normally bearish. If it continues to be bearish, I will be adding to my bag here, right? I did this, I believe, in 2022. And you can see here with these charts in 2022, I mean, November and December was horrible. I mean, we already was coming off like June being horrible, right? This was around the time Bitcoin bottomed 15K, and then we was finally, I remember it. We was finally going up, and then we had the Jackson hole in August where Jay Powell talked down on the market and it started crashing because we didn't have a federal meeting in August. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was June 22, and then November and December was crazy because my family was calling me Scrooge because I didn't have the holiday spirit, right? I was more focused on making sure I took advantage of the crypto dip, which changed my life, to be honest with you, right? Because we seen January 2023 was crazy all the way up to March, right? From AI coins, gaming coins to meme coins. It was like AI gaming meme coins, right? Just those 3 months was crazy, right? And but I took advantage of November and December of 2022. So many people ask me, right? And this has been, uh, I don't know where it's false information out there. They say, that I, you know decided to move on from this talk. I don't want to really get into it. The only thing that I can say it right is I bought into a lot of low cap gems November and December, and it played off going into January 2023. So I will be doing the same thing here in September 2024. I'm looking for November and December, and specifically maybe December and January 2025, because I think October, November, we still got a little of macro wins, right? We don't know who's going to get elected. That could affect the market, right? The Fed cuts could affect the market, but we are starting to see global liquidity trend to the upside. So why does the M2 chart in the global liquidity trend to the upside? Well, the governments, the Fed, the banks, they're all putting more money to be utilized for the consumers, for retail, for business owners, right? So these loans put a lot of banks to print more money, right? Whenever there's more money printed, that money comes back into the economy, right? And back into risk on assets. So this is why I believe that the elites are smart, right? They understand that if they turn on the money printer and people make money, eventually they get paid twice because people spend that money. It just makes perfect sense to me. So we see the Fed cuts here. If we go to the Bitcoin chart here, as you can see, guys, we didn't recover to after that Fed cut to about maybe 274 days afterward. Right? First Fed cut was in 2019, and we had the whole C19 thing happen, where everything shut down and Bitcoin wicked down to almost 3K, and then we seen a huge move to the upside, which was the bull run, right? The bull cycle. And then eventually we seen the altcoins do the same. The difference between Bitcoin and altcoins is that after the first Fed cut, it took altcoins about 366 days to respond. So to put that into perspective, if we get a Fed cut in September, we're talking about altcoin season happening anywhere between January and September 2025, right? So I personally don't know when it will happen. I just do not know, right? No one knows. I want to make that very clear. But what people do prepare for is they use these windows from back testing these charts to give them an example of when it will happen. So if you properly prepare yourself now, and each month that you see crypto in the red, you take advantage of the dip, this is how you compound your gains over time, right? And again, you can see the global M2 money supply. Its correlation with the Bitcoin breakout. Every time the M2 breakout, about a year later, we see Bitcoin breakout. And then after about 2 months after Bitcoin breaks out, we see the altcoins break out. So this is why you want to prepare yourself now. If this projection holds, we might expect BTC to break out of its current all-time high sometime between September and December 2024. So everybody's looking at these same charts. Then this is why I don't specifically like to go off exactly what the masses think. Because if the masses think that we're going to, Bitcoin is going to hit those all-time highs somewhere between November and December, there's usually a grace window where it's pushed out, right? So you want to make sure you have a full window where you are prepared for anything that could happen, because we can go off these charts and then a black swan event happened and it just throws off all the charts, similar to what we seen in with COVID-19. Okay, so I want to make that clear. No one actually knows what's going to happen, because this Bitcoin cycle has been thrown off since Bitcoin set a new all-time high before the halving cycle. We've never seen that before. So I want to make that very, very clear. So again, what I am doing is I'm preparing now through my DCA strategies. I'm also getting prepared for some of the major events that could happen here in September. So these are some of the major events. The ones that kind of like pop off to me is the Trump and Harris presidential debate. You can expect PolitiFi tokens to start pumping into the debate and utilize this as a buy the rumor, sell the news event. We do have the CPI data that happens on 9/11, and then CZ will be released around September 29th. Then we have the FOMC meeting in September 18th, which could be the first Fed cut. And this is huge, right? Because the market is trying to price in whether to be bullish or bearish to this Fed cut. Some people think that Fed cuts are bullish. Some people think that they're bearish. Just based off history, when the Fed cuts, the market drops first. Maybe the first 2 or 3 cuts. And then it goes up as more money is being injected into the economy and the global liquidity rises. The only thing is quantitative easing has already started when the Fed decided to do the Treasury buybacks. So again, we are in uncharted territory, and I want to know from you, right? I want to know from the people out there, what is your current state, right? Meaning, right now, right? How do you feel about the economy? Do you think that things are still expensive? Do you think that you're not making as much money as you should based on the cost of living where you're at? I need to know. This really helps with the sentiment when I make the video. So it's really important that you guys engage with the videos and leave a comment. But let me know how it is in your economy, where you're at, your city, your state, your country. I would love to know everybody's opinion. So we got a lot of stuff to look forward to. And of course, a few catalysts. Donald Trump did say that if he is voted president, he's going to make United States the crypto capital of the planet. Can you imagine that? I think that'd be pretty cool, right? I think that'd be pretty cool. And the market is expecting 5 to 8 rate cuts in the next 6 to 9 months. So that's crazy, right? That we get 5 to 8 5 to 8 rate cuts in the next 10 months. Crazy, right? Of course, QE, money printing, right? When they start printing money, it makes it easier for businesses to get loans, which makes businesses better, right? Because now they have money and liquidity to make their business better, and people get paid more, right? Jobs start hiring again. More people are getting hired. More people have more money. More people have more money to buy into the market. More money that goes into the market, the higher the risk assets go up, right? Of course, the pro-crypto election, we just touched on that. And then the institutional interest that we're seeing, not just from institutions, but from countries loading up on Bitcoin. Institutions looking at ETFs for not just Bitcoin, Ethereum, but now Solana and other altcoins. So the institutional interest is higher than we've ever seen. And I mean ever in crypto. Retail just isn't here yet. Right now, it's like the same money, a lot of wash money in and out. The same people trying to, trade here, go here, make money here, make money here. But it's just us, right? And because we talk about crypto each and every day, it's just us. We think that it's a lot of people in crypto. But when you go and talk to the average person, and trust me, right? For example, I play Call of Duty. My name is Crypto Millie on Call of Duty. When I'm playing Call of Duty, no one knows who I am, right? No one knows. I haven't seen one person, oh, this is Crypto Millie. I watch your videos. No one knows. So this tells me, that right there tells me, because Call of Duty has a humongous community. But the fact that I got 20,000 subscribers and I can play Call of Duty and no one has realized that, oh, what's up, Crypto Millie? I watch your video. That tells me alone that a lot of people are just not in touch with what's going on in crypto. Now, when I play a crypto game like Compete, and I see people know who I am, it's like, okay, this is a crypto game. That's expected. This is a crypto community. So I would argue that retail still isn't here, right? We've seen celebrity meme coins. We've seen people bringing in new people from the athletes making meme coins and things of that sort. But retail really isn't here. So even though we have institutional interest, we still don't have retail interest, right? So I think as this chart goes up, right, because right here was the Fed cut, we're at the same point, right, in the global liquidity chart when we got the first Fed cut in 2019, which is crazy, right? Now, when we got that first Fed cut, the global liquidity dipped a little bit. You can see it here. Actually, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's capture this here. But you can see, and this little dip matters right here. Ow. That first dip, right? So I expect the same thing to happen, and then it to continue to go up. So it's not going to go straight up. I want to make that clear. That first Fed cut happened here in 2019, and it dipped first, right? So I expect the global liquidity to dip first as the cut works to price in a recession that technically we're already in, and then move to the upside, right? And this is why I think that September, November, you know, I can't really say it's going to be bullet. And again, I don't want to push out any of my predictions, right? That's why I just want to say like Q4, Q1 is when we should start to see the next leg. Let's say Q4, November, December for Bitcoin, January 2025 for altcoins. I think I got to make that clear, right? And then that's when we should start to see that move up. So I want everybody to understand that when the Fed cut happens, we could see a nice good sell-off in the risk on assets, right? As people think a recession is coming. So guys, y'all let me know what y'all think. 5 to 8 rate cuts in the next 9 to 10 months is absolutely insane. Clearly, QE is on the way. Pro-crypto election, institutional interest. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about the market and the economy where you're at. As it states from here, I believe somewhere between Q4 and June, selling may go away somewhere between May and June. That's that little window that we have. And it might be the last phase of just this cycle, right? Could it be extended cycle? Yes, it could. It could go well into 20, maybe the beginning of 2026, because the 4-year cycle, I don't know if we can call it a 4-year cycle anymore after Bitcoin got the all-time high before halving cycle. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the crypto bull run, how long do you think the crypto bull run will go? Do you think that it's going to end in mid 2025, the beginning of 2026? I'd like to know everybody's opinion. I'm also going to do a poll on the YouTube channel community, and then we'll see what the poll says. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.